Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Ellen and today I thought that we could go around and do some planty updates together. I've had a bit of a manic week really, which some of you may know because unfortunately I didn't get a video up last week. But yeah, I thought we would go around today and just check up on plants, have a bit of chat about some of them, some things that I've noticed. And yeah, just have a little bit of a catch up really. So let's get into it. So let's start by talking about this guy, I guess. He is the one that always catches my eye in the mornings when I'm trying to figure out, like looking around the room and looking at my plants. Now he does unfortunately have a crusty leaf there, which we're just going to take off. Just gone a bit yellowy. Ooh. And another one down here as well. So I'm just going to break those off. But do you know what? They are really old leaves and you know, plants do shed their leaves occasionally and they do need to lose those bottom ones because eventually I want this guy to get really big and I don't want him to have all these tiny leaves as well as having really big leaves. So it's not a surprise to me that some of the smaller ones are going to start to die. Now, unfortunately, he is actually quite dry because I have kind of forgotten about him slightly for the last few days. So we're going to pop some water in there. However, yeah, I just wanted to show you how beautiful he's looking. I mean, some of the leaves are starting to get really big now. I'm starting to get slight signs of purple underneath, just about. But yeah, he's doing really well. I just really need to get him rotated and stuff. But I am planning on doing a care tips on these guys soon because the one thing I do know what to look after, you know, these, I really do get the White Fusion care tips pretty good. So yeah, we're going to have a video about that shortly. I might actually just pop a little bit of water in there now before I forget. But yeah, so I've just been really manically busy at work recently. The last week we've had lots of weddings and things going on and I haven't really had chance to sort of stop and do anything else, as well as just, you know, other things in my life getting a bit manic there. Now, I did promise on Instagram to a few people that I would show you this guy once the leaf has finally come out. So I don't know if you guys remember, but this was my variegated monstera that I purchased probably quite a while ago now, maybe like 6 months ago, something like that. I've had it for quite a while. And I can say that it finally put out this leaf here, which was really exciting. But now it has put out this leaf here. Now this leaf is gorgeous. The colouring on that is stunning. I'm really happy with the amount of variegation on this leaf as well. It's half and half split, the same as the other side, which is quite cool. But yeah, no, it's really weird actually because the vein's like really off to one side. Can you see that? So it's got this big chunky green bit here and this really thin, slim white bit down there. So I don't really know why it's done that, but I don't know. But I really like the shape of the leaf. I think it looks really cool. There's plenty of sort of coloration and variegation running through the stem there, which is really exciting. So yeah, I'm really excited for a new leaf to come out on that guy. I will actually quickly jump over to my other one as well. So this guy here, I currently keep in my grow light. Let's just turn you around. Yeah, so this guy I currently keep under my grow light over here, and he is the cutting off of my other monstera. Now, as you can see, the leaves have come through a lot smaller on this guy, but that's cool compared to the big one there. I'm hoping that, as you can see, there is a new leaf coming through just here, that guy is going to be a bit bigger. However, I'm not expecting him to really be overly variegated. However, as long as there's some sort of variegation on it, I'll be happy. And hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, we do keep some sort of variegation on that guy. But I mean, he isn't as variegated as the one over there. So we'll just have to kind of see how it goes. But, you know, taking different cuttings off of plants can be really risky. And you never know what sort of variegation you're going to get, especially with these monsteras. You know, this was basically a section off of that. So it's the same plant, but depending on what section you get, what leaf you get, you know, it can stem off completely different plants. So it really is luck of the draw, really. Now this guy here is also a little bit dry, but I will go around and water him later. But yeah, he's getting a really nice aerial root starting to grow here as well. I don't know if you can see that big chunky bit there. Where is it? My finger's on it, just there. But yeah, so that's quite cool. So let's just pop him back under there. Now, while I'm over here, obviously I've got little different pottings and things that I've done in my potting video. Oh, don't know where that's come from. Let's pop that back over there. So let me just take you in. I'm just going to take you in over here and talk to you about my variegated Syngonium. So this guy here, as you know, I'm absolutely in love with. He grew really fast for me and he was doing really well. I then cut him back, which is where we got these beautiful babies. So I've got this guy here, which has got a lovely little baby come off here. However, that baby is completely white, which is a little bit concerning. So I'm kind of hoping it stems off soon so that I do get more off of there, because otherwise that's going to be a bit of an issue. And yeah, there were plenty others as well. I mean, there's one around the corner there. This guy's growing some really nice babies. So you've got that one there and another little one there, which is great. And the same with these guys back here. I didn't actually notice this leaf here coming out, but yeah, that is a new one coming out there, half white, half green. And the same at the back here as well, that's got a new one. So yeah, that's quite exciting that they are all doing really well and they have all come off of this mother plant. However, my one issue with this guy is, I don't know if you can see, if I come up a little bit more here, but yeah, you have got one fully white leaf here and a fully white leaf here. I mean, that is obviously a creamy colour at the moment, but when that hardens off, it will go white. But yeah, I'm not overly happy with the fact that they are coming out that way. As you can see, a lot of the other ones aren't like that, but it seems to be running on that left-hand side since I've taken a cutting. That's just kind of how they've grown out, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to see how it goes. Unfortunately, I probably will end up losing these guys. I don't know if you can see there, but that is already starting to brown off quite a bit there. So yeah, not ideal, but you know, these things do happen. I also noticed with my string of hearts the other day that they are getting, their growth at the end is really lovely and it's come through really nicely, but they just look really sparse, especially this guy. So I really need to just give them a good chop, probably all the way up here actually, because they grow so fast soon. The same with my variegated one over this side. Some of the smaller leaves down here are starting to get a bit small. I don't know if that's due to lack of light maybe, where we've been getting a bit darker weather, I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean the cuttings that I potted up in there before are starting to grow down now. They're starting to look really well, it's really good. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to go ahead. He needs a water, to be fair. The leaves are feeling quite paper-like, but yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and water him, get him back to sort of fighting health, and then go ahead and take some cuttings and get him potted back in. So yeah, nice bushy string of hearts is what I really, really want. I just wanted to talk to you about my beautiful dragon scale alocasia. Now, if I get him out, just so that you can see it properly, I might need to bring you back a tiny bit there actually. Yeah, lovely, that's better. So yeah, just wanted to talk to you about my dragon scale alocasia. Now, as you can see, he's grown up really nicely. He's looking very beautiful. This is one of the old leaves that's dying off. The same with the one back here. That was the one that actually got delivered to me a little bit damaged. So that's why the hole's there and why that one's not doing too well. However, the other three leaves, so this is probably the oldest of the three, doing really beautifully. That red veining underneath gets me every time. It's just gorgeous. And then you have this big boy here. And this beautiful dragon scale here as well. Now, this is the newest one out and he's actually only just firming up. So, yeah, he is sort of getting there. There is some sort of like sticky, watery substance on there. And I'm not too sure what it is. So, I am going to get that cleaned up. But yeah, he's looking really healthy and really happy. I mean, I don't know how well you can see that there, but I mean that veining under there is just absolutely beautiful. But yeah, so very, very happy with this guy. Another plant I really wanted to point out to you today was this beautiful Hoya linearis here. Now, I got this guy recently from the garden centre. And since I've had him and since I've put him up here, I was really worried that he wasn't going to grow very well and that this spot was going to be too dark for him. However, he has been absolutely thriving up here. He's been doing so well. All of this bottom here is completely new, which is great. And these sort of new stems at the top here growing out as well are getting some really nice growth on them, which are really exciting. So yeah, he's growing really well, really enjoying that. However, one of my main worries with this guy is I've been looking into the soil and stuff, and this soil, I mean, he needs water, but I don't really know what to do about this soil. So if I just move the camera down a little bit. So this is completely rock solid. It's just a complete solid chunk, and I don't really know why. So that's a bit odd. I don't really know why he's in that soil or why they've decided to do that. So I'm going to give it a really good water and see if it loosens it up a bit. But yeah, I'm definitely a little bit worried about that and a little bit skeptical. So here's to hoping that everything goes okay with him, and that he continues to thrive, because I'm not 100% convinced at the moment. So another thing that's been going on, I guess, in the house is that we are getting the floors changed soon. So I've currently got carpet and we're getting wood put down, just because it's a lot better for the bunny rabbits and all of that. But I've also been having a really big think about my storage of my plants, my shelving, things like that. And I think I need to sort of revamp my plant shelving situations in here. I need to sort of elevate things a little bit more than I have been. I've noticed that a couple of my plants have been getting a little bit nibbled by some of the rabbits, which isn't ideal, and I know that that's really dangerous, and trust me, I have not done it on purpose. But one in particular, let me grab the camera and I'll show you, is this guy down here. So I don't know if you can see this here, but there used to be a leaf there, and there used to be a couple of smaller leaves along here, and I didn't realise that the rabbits could reach there, because I mean, it's literally been there for ages. But just like my little statue here would suggest, they have been climbing in to this guy and eating it, which is not ideal. That's right, these two here, the little monkeys that they are. And yeah, I just think that I probably need to get that sorted, because I would hate it if one day these guys ate something that, you know, was a little bit poisonous to them and that they got funny tummies. I mean, I'm lucky that so far that hasn't happened and that they have been okay. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a concern. So I'm definitely going to try and get that sorted out. And if they can reach this shelf here, then I'm also thinking they could probably reach this bottom shelf here. Maybe just. So I've had to sort of push everything on here back a little bit for now. And yeah, I'm really going to look into, I'm thinking about possibly like an IKEA cabinet. I'm also possibly thinking about getting my wooden shelves over here taken down, and replacing them with a cabinet instead. I don't really know, but yeah, we need to get it sorted, don't we, guys, so that you guys are okay and protected. But for this guy, this plant here, my beautiful Adansonii, I'm going to get a taller stand for that, I think, and get that elevated just a little bit more off the floor, and start there and then go from there, really. So we will see where we go. But yeah, definitely a concern for me. So I'm definitely going to get that sorted. I mean, everything up there is absolutely fine, and all of this seems okay. Oh no, actually they did. This is the other one I wanted to show you. So over here, this was my Rhaphidophora. My Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, which I don't know if you remember me showing you recently in a video that I repotted. So I popped it on here thinking it was okay. And my rabbit's house was right over here like this. And what they've done is they've jumped on top of here and then managed to grab one of the leaves which was resting here. And put it down and eat it off, which is not ideal. So I am now keeping this pushed over, so there's a bit of a gap there. They definitely can no longer reach up here, and even if they could, there's no leaves for them to grab onto. But yeah, not ideal, is it? What did you do? What did you do, honey, huh? And we are going to try and eliminate any issues like this as soon as they arise. So yeah, we're definitely going to get some storage and stuff sorted. And I thought, what better timing? You know, the floor is going to get redone, which means we have to get everything out of here. So yeah, that is what we are going to do. So the last plant I wanted to talk to you about today before we switch off, I know this is a bit of an odd all over the place sort of video, vlog, whatever you want to call it, but I really enjoy watching people go around and talk about their plants and just doing a bit sort of catch-up chats. But this is my fern, which I've talked about quite a few times on here, and I was hoping that I was going to be able to save him. You know, I've cut him back before, and he's grown out some new leaves, and then they've died off, and I just can't keep up with it. I mean, he is really moist at the moment and should be absolutely thriving, and for some reason he's not. So I think, unfortunately, this guy is going to have to go in the bin. But yeah, I mean, my fern up in my bedroom, the one that is really having a massive comeback, is doing really, really well. In my bathroom, sorry. So yeah, that one's doing really well. I will actually quickly take you up and show you that one. But yeah, this guy is going to have to go in the bin because, unfortunately, it is dead. The whole thing is just completely dead. There's no bringing it back. I've tried. I mean, I appreciate that a lot of people don't like the idea of plants getting thrown in the bin and stuff like that, but unfortunately sometimes it just has to happen. You can't save every plant, and at the end of the day, nobody's going to want that. I can't give it away. It is dying, so unfortunately it's going to have to go in the bin. Right, so just take you upstairs to the bathroom, and we will, yeah, this guy's doing really well up here actually. I must talk about him quickly. He's literally growing. He's growing right into the light over here, look. But yeah, he's doing really well, growing really fast. Got some other little stems coming down as well. And the same with this guy up here. But the main star of the show in here is this guy. So this was very much like the one downstairs, but a little bit less dead. It still had a few green leaves on, but as you can see under here, look, had completely died down. Now, with a lot of patience, I have managed to grow it all the way back to this. So he is looking super. He is thriving in this environment up here. Absolutely loving it. So if you have a fern that's struggling, cut it back, keep it watered, and keep it in your bathroom or in a nice high humidity area. So I have really high humidity in my bathroom here. And yeah, it's just really helping. He's doing really well. Right then, so that's the end of my updates for now. I hope you enjoyed my video today and that you enjoyed this kind of content. If you do, don't forget to give me a thumbs up so that I know and I can continue to do videos like this in the future. If you haven't already subscribed, please do go ahead and click that subscribe button. It really means a lot to me and it really helps me know that you're enjoying my videos and you want me to continue doing this stuff really. So yeah, thank you for joining me for my updates today and I will see you in the next one. Bye!